Look around you, and you will see a world where the struggle for survival has been largely solved. We have climate control, endless calories, and instant connectivity. Yet look closer, and you notice a quiet disconnect. People secure the degrees, land the jobs, and check off every external metric of success, only to find they are still waiting for a sense of fulfillment that never arrives. The daily routine becomes a closed loop. Waking up, working, scrolling through digital feeds, eating alone. The hours are filled, but the person behind them remains unengaged. This abundance has revealed a specific tension. Securing our physical needs is only the baseline. It provides the platform for life, but it doesn't provide the reason for it. We are often told that the solution to this void is to find your purpose. This suggests that meaning is a pre-existing finished object, a specific destination hidden somewhere in the world waiting to be revealed. When we treat purpose as something to be found rather than built, we become spectators of our own lives. We wait for a spark or a calling to strike us, and when it doesn't happen immediately, we conclude that we simply haven't looked hard enough. This waiting leads to a specific type of paralysis. To bridge the gap between our current emptiness and that missing purpose, we turn to passive distractions, infinite digital loops that offer a temporary escape from the pressure of being lost. This reliance on a sudden external revelation creates a cycle of stagnation. By waiting for a ready-made meaning to arrive, we inadvertently avoid the very actions required to generate it, leaving us trapped in a state of perpetual, unresolved searching. Understanding why comfort isn't enough requires looking at the evolutionary wiring of the human brain. This diagram illustrates an evolutionary mismatch. Our brains evolved to reward active problem-solving and community contribution. On the left, we see reward centers lighting up during effortful tasks. On the right, during passive consumption, those same centers remain dormant. When we remove struggle and goal-oriented direction, the brain doesn't just rest. It registers a lack of utility. This absence of friction often manifests as a baseline of persistent anxiety. Our biology isn't designed for a life of pure extraction. It is designed to find stability through the active application of effort toward a specific end. Meaning, then, is an internal state that the brain produces as a reward for navigation and contribution. It is generated by the work itself. This state develops through a specific, messy progression of experiences over time. The process begins with the discomfort of exploration. You have to be willing to act without a clear map, tolerating the initial confusion of trying something new. On this life cycle chart, notice the sharp downward spike that follows the initial start. This represents the inevitable failure and frustration encountered when you actually begin to build a skill or a relationship. The upward trajectory of growth is a direct response to that trough. The brain develops resilience and competence specifically by resolving the friction encountered during the failure stage. We see this in the parent raising a child, the artist mastering a craft, or the volunteer helping a neighbor. The meaning isn't in the finished result, it's in the endurance required to get there. Realized purpose is the byproduct of overcoming adversity. It is earned through the very struggles we often try to avoid. A purposeful life is a daily practice. It is a shift from viewing the world as a source of entertainment to viewing it as a space for engagement. This involves looking at our daily habits through the lens of consumption versus contribution. Constant consumption, taking, watching, and extracting, eventually leads to a sense of depletion. Contribution, adding value, solving problems, and supporting others, creates its own momentum. Shifting our focus toward contribution is the most reliable way to sustain the psychological state we call meaning. We return to the person from the beginning, but their relationship with their environment has changed. They are no longer waiting for life to happen. They are engaged in work that matters to them. They are present in their relationships, and they are making small, intentional improvements to the world around them. This clarity doesn't come from a single epiphany. It is maintained through the repetitive choice to show up and contribute, day after day. A life of meaning is a masterpiece that requires years of intentional assembly.